Okay, what's up, everybody? So I was able to find a way to actually record while I'm talking. So we're making this work. Hopefully, this works. Fingers crossed. so, we're gonna go over how to work your MetaTrader 4. As soon as you open the app, you're going to be looking at a screen that shows all the major pairs. If you're brand new, that's what it's going to show. It may be like USD JPY, it may be Euro AUD, Euro USD, etc. So if you look at the top in the middle, it's going to show simple and it's going to show advanced. If you like it simple, it's going to just show the screen like this, and I know it may be like a whole bunch of numbers moving and everything, but it gets easier, I promise you. Personally, I like it on advanced. On the left hand upper corner, you're going to see a little pencil. You click that, and if there's any pairs you want to get rid of, you don't want to be using, you can go ahead and delete those. I'm just going to get rid of a few just for the sakes of the video. So I'm just going to get rid of those for now, and then I just click the pencil again and it's gone. So on the right hand upper corner, there's a plus sign. You're just going to go ahead and click that right there, and it's going to show you all the other pairs that you can be working with. The first set is the exotics. So other than just the major pairs, there's other pairs, or there's minor pairs. So it could be like the Swedish krona, it could be the Hong Kong dollar, the Mexican peso, etc. And then we have the indices, which is pretty much just like other major indexes within other countries that you can be working with as well. One really popular one is US 30, which is actually Wall Street. So I'm going to go ahead and add that by clicking the green plus sign right on the left hand corner of it. You could even add the UK 100, which is pretty bomb. So that one's there too. We have energy, which is just gas and oil. We have metals, which is copper, gold, silver, platinum, and more. So this is pretty awesome too, to be able to trade metals. After we finish looking at our major pairs, we're probably going to look at gold as well, just to get a good feel of something a little bit more challenging. Next, we have FX crosses. So I have added actually a lot of them, so there's like only a few left. But when you guys have entered for the first time on your MetaTrader 4, you can go ahead and just add more of them. Whether they're minor pairs or major pairs, add as many as you want or you feel the need to look at. So next we have cryptos. So basically this is where you can have access to Bitcoin, the US dollar, you can have access to Dash, Ripple, there's some other ones, Litecoin, etc. Then we have the futures, which is the dollar index. So that's pretty much just the US dollar traded alone instead of just a pair, which is pretty awesome to trade, especially when you're trading off of news. And then we have stocks. So stocks, you could have access to Apple stocks, Air France, you can have access to American Express, you name it. They have like all the major ones here. I don't think they have all of them, but see, you have Netflix. So just like really, really cool stuff. Twitter. Okay. So now, if you look at the bottom of the screen, there's going to be some stuff that say quotes, chart, trade, history, and settings. So we're going to go over all of these, and just for you guys to understand how they work. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to choose a pair that I want to look at, right? I want to look at their chart. So I'm going to choose USD CAD. So all I have to do is click that, and this pop-up pops up, and it has trade chart details. I'm going to click chart. So this allows me to have access to the chart, and if you look on the left hand upper corner, it allows me to have access to different time frames. So I'm going to click on the daily time frame, and I can like just take a look at it however I want to. I can zoom into my 4-hour time frame, even my 1 hour, or my 5 minute, my 1 minute, whatever I want to do. So if you look in the middle, we have the crosshair on the left hand side. Sorry, the top middle. And so that allows me to have like flexibility when I'm looking at the chart. It shows me positions that I'm looking on, so specific days and the pip level, etc. I can close that off by tapping on it again. And in the middle at the top, we have this little icon here. So this is pretty much just my indicators. They give you the major indicators, and as always, I like to use the MACD. So if you click main menu or the main window, it shows you all of the indicators that you can be using. They have the MACD, the relative vigor index, the relative strength index. They have volume, moving averages, etc. And then on the right hand upper corner, we have objects. So this allows me to use what we use in trading view. So like how we use like our horizontal line, our trend line, our arrows, and our Fibonacci, etc. So we can even use our rectangles, triangles, and ellipse to mark up our chart. So far I have a trend line on Euro USD, and it shows it on this bar, and if I want to erase it, I can. Or if I want to erase everything on all charts, I just click delete all, and it's just gone. So I'm just gonna use maybe like a trend line just to show you guys how it works. I don't know where it went. Give me 1 second. So I just click somewhere and I drag it down. And if you look at the left hand upper corner, you can see that it's kind of more detailed. It shows me where I'm placing things in more detail, which is awesome. So boom, there's my trend line when I need it. And if I just tap the screen, it allows me access to indicators, objects, settings, and trade. So cancel. Let's say I want to hop into the trade. So what I'll do is I'll click in the upper right hand corner, trade, and boom. So this screen right here allows me to enter a trade, whether I'm using a demo account or whether I'm using a live account. Underneath market execution, I can go ahead and set my lot size. So I can set it as a mini lot, or I can set it as a micro lot, or I could set it as a mini lot, or even a standard lot if I chose to, etc., etc. And it even allows you to set your stop loss and your take profit. And if you look at the top, it also shows you which pair you're working with. So I can click that and I can look for the pair that I want to trade. I'm just gonna say USD CAD for now. And then if I want to sell in the market or buy in the market, I just click sell by market or buy by market. So when I open up the trade menu, it allows me to look at what trades I'm working in. So I'm just gonna go ahead and click trade again and just enter something small really fast just to show you guys on a really tiny, it's going down. I'm just gonna enter maybe a sell for now just to show you guys how it works. So let's say I'm in the market, I'm negative 8 cents or 13 cents right now, but basically it just shows me when I'm in the market and how I'm moving. It also shows you my balance, so the balance is going to change as I'm in the market. It's going to show that the equity is also changing while I'm in the market as well. And as you can see, it's starting to go down. I'm negative 10 cents right now, but pretty much I like to enter during sessions, but we'll do some real trades on MetaTrader 4 in the future. But for today, we're just pretty much just going over how everything works. So moving on from there, for history, it pretty much just shows me like what I've entered. As you can see, we just entered a trade for USD CAD. I lost 12 cents. That doesn't really hurt. But just to go to show that this is pretty much our history. It shows the day, it shows the week that we did of our history, and then it also shows the month or even custom. If we go to settings, this is going to show you whether or not I'm in a real trade or I'm not. So if you can see at the top, it shows my name, and then it shows what broker's account I'm using, which is Hugo's Way, and then it shows that I'm also in a real life trade. Underneath that, if I wanted to, I can add a new account. I could add a demo account while I'm using a live account. I could add a smaller live account while I'm using a larger live account. So it's pretty much up to you. And if you look at charts, which is kind of closer to the bottom of the screen, charts, here's where I can modify all my settings. So if I don't like the color of my candlesticks, I could certainly change that. If I wanted to change my settings for volume, or even just like the line chart, stuff like that, I can modify all those things if I wanted to. So that pretty much just completes the tutorial for how we work MetaTrader 4. And at some point, we're actually going to hop onto a live session, and we're just going to analyze the market using MetaTrader 4, so it looks like it's all put together and you guys can see the flow of things. But that's pretty much it for our tutorial, and I hope you guys have an amazing day.